Second Esdras 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. And I'm just back with another quick lesson. All right, it says Trump. Well, this is the title of the RT News article that I ran into. All right, it's a couple of days ago. But it says Trump impeachment, is it possible and how would it play out? All right, and that goes into the kings and the princes not being regarded by the people. All right, sedition among men. Because when you look at the climate of America right now, it's always some type of protest against the government, man. All right, you got feminists, all that shit, man. All right, the people are uprising against this establishment because everybody is unhappy in America, man. And that goes into the the prophecy in Second Esdras, man. All right, sedition among men. All right, it's not gonna do nothing but intensify. All right, when I get into this article, you're gonna see it was one of Trump's, his man. You know what I mean? That broke the news on him. You know what I'm saying? You had the nigga woman, Omarosa, all right, Salaki, I couldn't remember her name. I believe that's her name, Omarosa, who like recorded Trump saying some BS, man. All right, everybody is gunning for the king of America, which is Donald Trump, man. And that's in the prophecies, all right. Let me get into the article right quick. Michael Cohen's testimony on Monday that he broke campaign finance laws at Donald Trump's direction has renewed calls for Trump's impeachment or even his removal. So Michael Cohen was Trump's man, all right? And Trump had him break financial laws, and then he snitched on him. That's, you know what I'm saying, coming at, he not regarding that Trump is the king of America, what y'all call the president, but it's really the king of America. He not even regarding it. Snitched on him quick, you know? It says, but that is likely. And what would actually happen if he did it, or if it did. It says, without doubt, Cohen's testimony increases the chances that Trump will face impeachment, but it is not quite as simple as that. Cohen's testimony is not the only factor which will determine how the coming drama will play out. In essence, much rests on what happens on November 8th, the midterm congressional elections. That day could quite possibly determine Trump's fate as the president, all right? So the king of America, Donald Trump, all right, nobody's regarding that no more, man, all right? Because back in the day, that probably just would have been kept low. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he broke. Because I'm sure this has happened, as it pertains to American, candidates for the presidency. They all wicked, man. Half them dudes is big-time drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? On the pharmaceutical side, they doing all kind of sex occult shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Like, these people is actually good people that abide by rules. All right, but the point that I'm trying to make is the seat of the president of the United States was but was a little bit more respected at that time. You know what I mean? Where something like this would have probably been kept under wraps, man. All right, but at this time, everybody hates the king of America, Donald Trump, man, even domestically here. All right, so they trying to get him up out of there, man. All right, it says, so how bad do things look for Trump? Former U.S. diplomat Jim Jatras told RT that the chances of impeachment currently stand somewhere at about 65% and growing, but said that number could go up or down based on what happens in November. If the Democrats manage to take back control of the House of Representatives, the odds of impeachment go up to at least 85%, Jatras predicted. If Republicans retain the House, Trump will be in a much safer position. In contrast, Brussels-based Russian affairs analyst Gilbert Doctorow told RT that the chances of impeachment are effectively zero until and unless the November election give Democrats back control of the House. All right, and that goes into Satan's kingdom being divided against itself, man. Democrats, Republicans, man. All right, they at the top fighting with each other. So of course there can't be no unity amongst the people. The people can't work in we know that the Most High is not gonna let that happen anyway, but just what they try to sell you on of unity and peace, man, that the people could never live and work in cohesion because the leadership doesn't do that. So basically what's happening is, if the Democrats get back control of the House, like the article says, Trump probably gonna get impeached. But if not, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna the Republicans is gonna look out for him, is what they're alluding to. You know what I mean? So obviously it doesn't matter what you do as the president, it matters who is in the House of Representatives. If you're a Democrat and you got the Democrats controlling the House, then you good, and vice versa. All right, so this is all just a game, man. All right, but it says Bill Clinton's impeachment in December 1998 set the precedent and makes it likely that Trump will be called to testify in the civil suit brought by adult film actress Stormy Daniels. U.S. journalist Dave Lindorf said lawyers will try to create a perjury trap similar to the one Clinton fell into, which could lead to impeachment, he added. And this is, what is this, Kylie Joy Gray. They impeached a president for a blowjob. Yes, Trump can be impeached. All right, referring to Bill Clinton. Impeachment is one thing, but there has also been talk of the possibility of Trump being fully removed from office. This is a far more difficult task for Democrats who want to get rid of Trump once and for all. Removal from office would require a 2/3 vote in a Senate trial. After Clinton was impeached on charges of perjury and obstruction of justice, he won his Senate trial and remained in office. Trump, on the other hand, starts from a much weaker position, Lindorf said, because he is only backed by a minority of Americans, according to polls. His current average approval rating is 43.5%, according to Real Clear Politics. Despite that weaker starting position, however, Democrats would still need at least 15 Republican senators to vote for the conviction and removal from office, which would be a heavy lift, and that's if they had regained control of the Senate. If they failed to do that, it would be as even steeper hill to climb. Jatrish was more categorical about the chances of Trump being removed from office, however, arguing that if the Democrats take the House, Trump will be impeached and removed even if the Republicans retain the Senate. Anywhere from a quarter to a half of the GOP senators would jump at the chance to put a knife in Trump's back and get Mike Pence in the Oval Office and Nikki Haley in as vice president, restoring the pre-Trump status quo ante, Jatrish said. All right. Hey, if Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, how can it stand, man? These Edomites, man, they even fighting amongst themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know this place is crumbling, man. You know, this is a tweet from Elias Eleanor, whoever that is. No U.S. president has been removed from office as a result of impeachment. In Nixon's case, he resigned first. Perhaps Trump might do the same. But with today's Republicans, it's impossible to imagine a 2/3 majority being achieved in the Senate to successfully impeach him. All right. Whether any of this happens may all depend on what other information Special Counsel Robert Mueller has up his sleeve, or what else Cohen might decide to reveal to win a reduction or full removal of his jail sentence. My guess is Cohen is going to sing like a canary to stay out of jail at this point, he said. So he that's real snitching, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to go to jail, so he tried to take Trump out. It says, let's imagine things go badly for Trump and he finds himself impeached and removed from office. What happens next? Well, we know one thing, at least the person to replace Trump will be Vice President Mike Pence. But what kind of president would Pence be? And what kind of domestic strife would he be facing in post-Trump America? Doctorow said that Pence would not continue Trump's aggressive policies of tariffs and sanctions against U.S. allies. And an assumption that seems to be widely shared by analysts. When it comes to Russian sanctions, however, there is some disagreement among experts about what might happen next. All right. So the point of the article is, you see the sedition among men, among the people. All right, the protests, the uprising, you know, the unruly mind state of the American people, which is prophesied in the scriptures. All right, and what Yahushua said about Satan's kingdom being divided against itself, it's gonna fall. And that's how you know this place is gonna fall, man. All right, you got Republicans snitching on each other to not go to jail, Democrats, Republicans fighting, you know, the normal confusion of America, man. All right, so I hope that video was edifying. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.